Hello and welcome to our mini series on UAE Holding Structures, where we unpack how corporates, family offices, investors, and entrepreneurs use the UAE for corporate consolidation and management. Today, we are opening the toolbox. I am Jeny Netto, and I lead the corporate structuring division at MHQ. And I am joined by Hermione Harrison, partner and head of our Abu Dhabi office. Hermione, thank you for joining.
Thank you, Jeny. Always happy to talk structuring, especially this topic, because the UAE story over the last decade has been quite something.
And you have seen that shift up close. So, first off, why consider the UAE as a place to set up and manage a holding structure? And how has the country managed to climb up to the top of world's structuring centers ranking?
Short, Jeny, it's already there. The UAE sits as a global financial center with structural and fiscal flexibility that you really do not often see in comparable jurisdictions. And it's achieved this through clear and consistent and uniform policy direction that comes right from the top.
That word flexibility is doing a lot of work. What does that mean in structuring terms?
Means a jurisdiction that works for capital and not against it. So when serious investors look at where to anchor a holding structure, they tend to focus on credibility, stability, ease of doing business, and fiscal predictability. If any of those parameters are weak, then the jurisdiction falls down. The UAE has built strength across all four, which is why it has moved from being an alternative to being a structuring power hub.
And a lot of that credibility came from the financial free zones.
Exactly, Jeny. The UAE has been making strides as a financial center for the past decade, supported by the rise of the Abu Dhabi Global Markets, the ADGM in Abu Dhabi, and the Dubai International Financial Center, the DIFC, two common law-based financial free zones. And Abu Dhabi and Dubai have further cemented their positions among the world's leading financial centers, with Dubai reaching its highest ever ranking at 7th position globally, and Abu Dhabi rising to 21st place according to the latest Global Financial Centers Index. In a context of high inflation and economic uncertainty, what strikes us is how the UAE is perceived as highly stable, and more so than other traditional centers like Frankfurt, Zurich, Geneva, and Tokyo. How times have changed.
And then we layer in the fiscal side.
Indeed, yeah. So the UAE has 140 or more double taxation treaties, which helps to reduce or remove taxation on cross-border income. Alongside that, there are wide-ranging fiscal exemptions, including 0% corporate tax for qualifying activities, all within a framework that is clear and predictable. So for international groups, this combination is extremely powerful.
Is it only ADGM and DIFC pushing innovation?
Not at all. The broader ecosystem is really moving together. Two of Dubai's flagship free zones, the DIFC and the Jebel Ali free zone, JAFZA, which is Dubai's cornerstone free zone for trade and logistics, have recently entered into a strategic memorandum of understanding aimed at co-promoting their offerings, reinforcing Dubai's position as a global hub for trade and investment, and positioning the emirate for global scale. We also see in the Dubai Multi Commodity Center, the DMCC, the world's flagship free zone for global trade and enterprise. They have recently revamped their corporate structuring framework with the introduction of a specific special purpose vehicle and holding company license.
All right, let's bring this down to the core building block. When we say holding company, what are we really speaking about?
So at its simplest, a holding company is an entity set up primarily to own and manage other companies or assets, rather than to run day-to-day business operations. Its role is strategic. It consolidates ownership, centralizes control, and streamlines governance across the multiple businesses or investment assets.
Okay, so it's not the engine room, it's the control layer.
Yeah, exactly. So in practice and in practical terms, it sits at the parent level of a structure. It holds shares, real estate, IP portfolios, or other assets under one structured, legally efficient umbrella. And it creates order, separates risk, and provides a beautiful governance framework.
And this is where the UAE becomes interesting because the toolbox here is actually quite broad.
Very broad. Yeah, the UAE offers corporate consolidation and management options across both financial and non-financial free zones. And this is one of its strengths as a structuring hub. The financial free zones, ADGM, GIFC, have introduced the special purpose vehicle regime and prescribed companies regimes, respectively. And the non-financial free zones also have holding offerings. For example, in jurisdictions like the Ras Al Khaimah International Corporate Center in the form of the International Business Company, and in the DMCC in the form of holding company or SPV.
Okay, so now most of these fall into what we call passive structures.
Yes, correct. So these vehicles are designed purely to hold assets, shares, or investments. They do not require substantiated infrastructure. They are not meant to operate businesses. They're not meant to lease physical office space or hire employees directly.
Okay, but sometimes clients need more than just a legal shell, right? They want real presence.
Yeah, and if someone is looking for more substance, for example, including a physical office, the ability to payroll staff, with the aim of being able to demonstrate genuine management and control and ease of interactions with financial institutions, there are plenty of options for that too.
Okay, so effectively, the UAE gives you two lanes.
Yes, yes. So you can stay lean with a passive holding setup, or you can go full scale with substance. The key point is that both options exist within the same ecosystem. So the UAE has entered maturity as a global financial center and structuring hub with the uncommon feature of offering both substantiated and dematerialized corporate consolidation options.
Okay, so that feels like a good point to wrap the segment. In our next episode, we'll take a closer look at dematerialized holdings, what they are, who they're truly suited for, and why they're making a comeback with the UAE at the forefront. Hermione, thank you so much for joining with me and for your insights today.
Thank you, Jeny.
Thank you for listening, and we look forward to seeing you in episode 2.